Hi, I'm going to give you a run through of a fantastic job we did at the end of 2024 for a customer over in Mottram St. So this is the before photos. So there's an area of the garden that had a large overgrown rockery. The rest of the garden and the house were all immaculate, and this part of the garden was letting the side down. It didn't look great, very difficult to maintain. So the customer was inspired by a garden they visited in Sussex, and they sent some images over saying they'd like to create something along the lines of what they'd seen. So the images they sent were gave a good style of the garden, and the main feature was a Corten steel ha-ha with a raised upper level and then a metal wall in effect and a lower planting area. So from that inspiration we were able to create a 2D plan that fulfilled what the customer wanted. So from here you can see this is the house and the patio that's existing. We've got a new wall going in there, granite wall, and then this serpentine curve is a new retaining wall and a raised patio with some Corten steel steps to the upper area. The customer found it difficult to visualize what the finished effect was going to look like, so we did some 3D visuals to help illustrate what we had planned. So this is a computer generated plan that shows what the garden would look like when it's finished. So you can see here, these are the existing steps. This is the new granite wall. Here are some steel steps up to the higher level, and this is the main feature, the serpentine steel wall that's running through. So Corten steel is metal that's designed to go rusty, and it has a lovely orangey look to it. Here we've got a raised patio which is done in gravel for drainage, but it's stabilised gravel, so it's okay to walk on and put chairs on and so forth. And then we've got planting around. So the 3D visuals really enabled the customer to see what we were doing. This is the view back from the house, and you can see it's like an infinity pool in a way. You've got the grass just sort of ends, and you can see the views over the garden and the surrounding countryside. This shows a bit closer up the circular patio and the steel steps going up to the upper area. So then the complicated bit, the difficult bit, is building it. So there was a lot of stone to remove from the job, and then we had to install it was almost a kit for the walling. To put that in. These are prefabricated pieces that were delivered to site and then installed. This shows the stabilised gravel trays with the cutouts for planting. So this shows the digger in action. So quite a large machine required to move the rocks out of the way. And then we used a breaker or a pecker to break these rocks up and use them for backfilling the wall. So that was really good for drainage, helped reduce the environmental impact. We weren't taking a load of material away. And this shows later on in the job when the retaining walls, the Corten wall, is installed, ready for backfilling. You can see the weather hadn't been ideal for us while we've been there, so there's quite a bit of mud around that we had to deal with. And then this is the broken up stone that we're using as the base for the patio. This shows a team in action, just getting everything in with the posts. These are deep into the ground because they have what hold the wall up. You can see we've got all our machinery on site. We've got a large machine, and we've got a compact tractor that we use as well. And then this is auger that we use just for digging the holes for the posts to make sure they're really in the ground. There's a lot of concrete around those for to keep them stable. And then this is the finished result. The planting obviously needs to grow up. This was planted in the winter, so by the spring it'll look a lot better. But you've got your feature trees, you've got your wall which is already rusting up nicely, and the bespoke steps coming up. We weren't able to get those as a kit, they had to be fabricated on site. And this is the view back from the house, you can see the steps there. And yeah, so this is the patio with the seating on, and then you can see these bespoke steps they're curved and welded onto the wall, so it all just fits perfectly together. So it's a fantastic job. The customer was over the moon, did a really nice Google review for us, and yeah, great project for us in 2024.